My brain is now spoiled.
Girdling with his own riff, you know what I mean? Nobody make fun of me, I'm having a rough month.
And with that, I think we just pulled off a perfect episode.
Welcome to Acquired Taste. I am Figure 8 with me today.
Coda B.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're going to move real quickly through today in hip-hop history so we can get to our special guest. Today in hip-hop history, it is Melly Mel and Smoke Perp's birthday. I would love to see that song of those two together. And Run DMC released Raising Hell in 1986, which is the one that had Walk This Way and shit on it. We're going to move over to In the News. Today we have Phillip Stengel of Halo Touring and Phillip Stengel Presents. Would you like to say hello to the taste buds?
Hello.
Beautiful. That's a classic acquired taste intro.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
very much us. You've had an interesting week.
Man, my life is interesting, but yeah, I had an outstanding week. Good Lord. People don't understand how touring works. But yeah.
So I'm
All
just
right,
going
then. Let's hear
to
it
start
from
this off.
Let's hear it from your perspective. Obviously, I feel like a lot of people have seen
There is a beef between Phillip and an artist.
There's no beef. There's no beef.
There is drama.
There's a misunderstanding.
There's a misunderstanding between Phillip and Bobby Shmurda, and you can go ahead. We'll give you the floor first.
So I was retained. So first of all, I own Halo Touring. You can go to halotouring.com. Also, phillipstengelpresents.com. You can hit me up on Instagram or social media, all platforms. I'm still promoting my shit. You can also get my books on Amazon.com as well. Shout out to The Garage Ghost, which is a real life documentary that I writ inside the mind of Matt Wade, aka Grinch Mob. And that was based off of a fictional character, would never be based off a real life character in Portland living in a piss stained garage. With that being said, I got retained back in February to book a tour for Bobby from his manager. And explained the process.
They reached out to you?
Yeah. The manager manages another artist I booked for, and he said he picked up Bobby. And I was like, well, Bobby hasn't had a hard ticketed tour. There'd be some value in this. I'd be interested in entertaining it. And when I started booking the tour, there was complaints from a couple of promoters at Live Nation that his last tour was canceled due to lack of ticket sales. But I said, whatever. And I booked the tour. I brought him back some shows at the price he wanted. He said he was getting, quote, taking all money, go get everything I could for him. I booked the entire tour, and then we did the rollout on the 23rd of March. There's even a announcement video of him getting a massage and eating watermelon on his Instagram to announce the tour. And he stopped promoting, it looks like, on April 8th on his actual page post. Everything else was story post. We had an AI-generated flyer with dates missing, incorrect dates on there that repeatedly was posted, and promoters. When the so what happened is in the industry, a lot of promoters will say they ain't going to pay deposits till 10 days out, 15 days out, or 30 days out. They won't sign contracts till 10 days out, 30 days out, or 15 days out. And the tour fell victim to that because what happened is on the 27th of April, I was asked to release deposits, which I can't because they're in escrow. Considered wire fraud or misappropriation of funds if you release them to the artist without the promoter's permission. Promoters wasn't releasing them, and we still had promoters that day, which is over a month later, still getting ad access to be able to properly run ads. I've been raising the flag for weeks at that point that we had a very low ticket sales across the board, average a 9 at that time, I believe, which went up to average of 10. And what happened is we got the tour video that week, the actual promo reel. Then a few days, then on the first week of May, we started getting video shout out drops. We started losing shows due to lack of ticket sales, where people are paying over $10,000, not disclosing the price, with 2 tickets sold, 0 tickets sold. So they're like, I want to cancel.
Real quick, do you know what the most tickets that sold for a date was?
93 in Santa Cruz. And the next one down after that's 23. So that's how big the discrepancy was.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so we had 2 in Houston, 5 in Washington, D.C., 15 in L.A. With these buyers, there were independent guys in there. There's venue owners, there's Live Nation, there's the dudes that sell slots, the pay-to-play guys, and nobody's moving tickets. Nobody is. Even the people running ads ain't moving tickets. A lot of people weren't running ads. And we could see on the back panel they weren't, and I had to go yell at them. And then what happened is we lost 12 shows because of lack of ticket sales.
And how many were there total?
25. So we had 13
25.
left. And I've been repeatedly saying we need to push this back. We need to push this back. We need to push this back. I've done this a long time. This hasn't had the proper rollout. This needs pushed back. This needs pushed back. And I kept getting told, no, you're effing stupid. I'm like, push it back. Take another act out with you. I don't need another act, is what I got told. And Tip repeatedly told no to pushing it back. The entire time, the artist kept talking about promo. And we need to run 10,000 in promo. But he wanted deposits released to him to be able to run that.
Which is not how it works. I am aware.
And the
of that.
promoters won't sign off on that. And I didn't even have that amount of money. I mean, I didn't have enough to cover commission. Anyway, long story, incredibly short with it. So the day that the post goes up that everybody's seen, we lost 12 shows, and me and the manager on the phone with Live Nation. We're on the phone with this guy, that guy, begging them to keep the shows because they're wanting to pull more shows. And they're like, we'll give it a week. And I'm like, for the love of God, convince your client to push this tour back or it's going to collapse on itself. Like, I see this happening. And he also booked some one-offs in the middle of my tour, too, where I had to cancel shows for a one-off he booked somewhere else, a club event. So...
shit, we've even done shows on tour where we had to like sign something saying that we couldn't book another show.
That's a radius clause. So what happened is I told him he needs to push the tour. I strongly suggested to push the tour back. Didn't demand it, strongly suggested because I'm going to tell clients what to do. And he didn't say nothing to me. And I'm sitting here and all of a sudden my phone is just going ape shit. And it's like, you fucking clown. Somebody commented, you're a fucking clown. Learn to do business on my Garage Ghost reel. I'm like, damn, Grinch, you want a burner account? Delete. Then I got another comment and another. And then somebody texted me what he posted. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I hit the manager. And the manager is like, what the hell? Because the manager's tagged in it too. And
hey, Phil, you can fuck around and get your cap peeled. He said half naked in his story.
He said, keep fucking with me, Phil. You won't get your cap peeled. That's what he said. Yeah. so it gets wild because, like...
So is this before the text message screenshots posted?
Oh, the text message screenshots from a week and a half ago.
Oh, so it was before all that. Because you can see you both apologize for escalating.
The timestamp is right on there, yeah, because I was on the phone with him, and things were said to me on the phone that made me lose my temper. I was being talked to really crazily. I was threatened on the phone.
So that's what I was going to ask you, because it makes it look like you sent, hey, yo, bitch, let's run the fade or whatever out of nowhere.
No, if you read the context of what was said, verbatim, it says, if you want the booking address to sue me, and you can pull up these screenshots.
I got it right here. I'm looking at it.
I'll give you the booking address. I put book. And you're not going to talk to me the way you've been talking to me. But I open it with, hey, bitch. If you want, you can run
it's a great opening.
If you want, we can run the fade. And the manager said tempers flared on both sides and things were said on both sides. So there was shit said on that phone call, obviously, from the other party. And then the next day I said I lost my cool and I wasn't professional and I apologized. And he said, me too. So that's what he posted in the other screenshot. But that was from fucking Saturday.
And what was the igniting moment for him then? Was he just stewing with it? Or was there...
I have no clue what it was. I know on the phone, I mean... I told him that the tickets weren't selling and he went ape shit on me because I don't get it. I really don't get it, any of it. Like, I mean, everything I could say on it is speculation. I can say everything was done wrong with the tour. The proper promotion wasn't put behind it. The proper rollout wasn't done. The tools weren't given to people, and
that's not your job, correct?
No,
you are the booking agent.
No, my job
you're
is
not the
to
promoting.
Secure the contracts, book the venues. My job was done. See, a lot of another agents, what they would have did is they would have pushed the tour out and be like, this is in your this is in your lap, and this is your problem. And then the other problem with it, what a lot of other agents would have done they would be like, well, you owe me a 50% deposit. I don't care if this ain't selling anywhere. You can just lose your ass and cancel and pay me X amount of dollars to the artist. And then the fucking
Right.
promoter ain't going to be in business too long. And that's the big problem of a lot of agents. All they care about is, well, I'm going to line my pockets, and that's all I care. Like, I'm going to make 20,000 on this tour. So, for example, so who cares if the promoters lose, 100 fucking grand canceling across all these promoters? Who cares? I got paid, and that's how the shitty part of how the business is ran on one side of this. But yeah, I didn't cancel the tour though. He did publicly. That was the thing. We had 13 shows still left on there. It was still salvageable. But he canceled it because, and I mean, the reality of it is, before I ever agreed to book this tour, I was told he was going on a press run. I was told new music was coming out. Those things
none of
didn't
that
happen.
None of that's happened.
And like from the Reddit post, I will say half the people were like, I just didn't know this was happening. I like Bobby, I would have gone. And then the other half of the people were like, why is he going on tour? No one cares anymore.
So that's the weird thing is, because he's a very relevant artist, right? And I'm not going to throw any shade on this at all. Like, surprisingly, I mean, there's been a lot of shade thrown on him, and the media has been on his ass. But I've done this since '96. In what fucking world does a guy that has 2 million monthly listeners and 5 million followers on fucking Instagram have an average of 10 tickets sold across an average? In what fucking world does that make sense?
And how is that reflected onto you too? Like that, it's ridiculous.
It's just literally not his job.
Yeah.
Like as the booking agent,
I
his
have
job was to
imagine,
book the
too,
shows.
'cause you said you got a lot of flack from like comments. Like I haven't really seen any of the Reddit posts or anything, but I have to imagine it's just people who have no idea.
People
how
in
things
my
run in the
people
background.
have been in my DMs that like I've been called everything. Racial slurs against the Jews called to me. Gang members are coming to kill me. King Von gifts. Bobby gonna knock me out. Bobby gonna shoot me. Bobby gonna kill me. Bobby gonna do this. Bobby gonna do that. That's what all these fucking DMs say. And let me openly say it. This is people that Bobby Shmurda doesn't know exist and he doesn't give a fuck about. Like
they're
that's
just
like
absolutely
And
glazing.
yo, that's big of you to acknowledge as well, because you're not shitting on any of the factual things about him.
Yeah,
But
I never would at all. Like this tour, honestly, what honestly should have happened is this should have been discussed privately. It should have been pushed back or canceled. I mean, how many fucking tours do you guys see that say due to unforeseen circumstances?
That actually-
So
industry.
Andrew had a question about that a little bit.
That actually leads to a question we had of just like, I feel like that's something that kind of happens, and maybe it's because I'm not really exposed to other genres, but it feels like it's a very much like a hip hop thing where
Happens in all genres of music.
Okay. But like how
Really?
how common is it then? Is it just lack of ticket sales? Because I feel like often there's like an artist will post something and be like, hey, I'm canceling my tour, and not really provide much like context or information other than, hey, we're canceling this. So is it often that it's just lack of ticket sales, or is there different kind of factors?
Clubs are the problem with hip hop, and hear me out. I'm not going to name the artist, but I booked a tour for an artist that was bubbling. He had some songs with Kodak Black or whatever. And he never toured before. And the only thing promoters ever care about, and I'm going to say this one time, and anybody that's in the industry, pay close attention. Nobody gives a fuck how many streams you have, how many followers, how many views, how many whatever you have. The only thing a promoter cares about is how many asses are you putting in seats, how many tickets are you fucking selling, and if you are a local act, a regional act, an act that thinks you're God's gift to fucking rap, you better keep track of your fucking numbers, because one thing every promoter asks me every time I shop something to them is, what is the history in the fucking market? That goes all the way up to the biggest acts I've booked. They ask that. What's the market history? What's the market history? That's all people care about. Okay. So the problem is hip hop has clubs. And what I mean by clubs, I'm about the nightclubs. You guys are all from Portland. We know downtown. You have District, you have Shake, you have the Barrel Room, you have whatever. Those clubs are the problem. And hear me, and not those clubs in particular, but clubs
But
like
that type.
Well, the clubs, nightclubs. I'm defining what a nightclub is what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
I booked the tour for a rapper that was bubbling. He's a producer, and he had shit with Kodak Black. So, cool. I booked him a tour, $1,500 a night. He's never toured before. He's like, no, I'm not doing this. I can get $8,000 in the club. Okay, whatever. So somebody hit me up about booking him earlier this year, and I got told, yeah, for a 15-minute set, I need $50,000 because I'm featured on Kendrick Lamar's album. I produced a track.
Jesus Christ.
No hard ticket history.
You're really narrowing it down
I
who
was
this
gonna
could be.
say.
Oh, no. I mean, I got a fucking better one for you. There's a legendary rapper that I talked to, who's a New York rapper. And I literally told the guy, I said, hey, and this is like real conversation. This dude's a vet. This dude's a fucking legend. This is a mainstream rapper. And no, it's not Bobby Shmurda. And I said, hey, promoters are offering me this for you, and you want X amount of dollars, and this is about double of what you're worth, from what the hard ticket numbers they're showing me is. And what I get told is check it out, dude. I'm a vet. I'm a legend. I'm not a rookie. I'm not broke. I've been in this industry for 20-something years. I'm the hottest streaming artist on the East Coast right now, I feel. And I can go to a nightclub and get 30 fucking grand any night of the week. I'll just sit at home, bro. I'm good.
So
crazy.
you are saying nightclubs are ruining it because they
Nightclubs will
are
overpay.
destroying tours.
you
They're
could
paying
put
a lot
that-
just to get people there.
How vulgar can I be on this? How real can I be on this podcast?
off.
Go for it.
Nothing racist,
You could put
homophobic,
that
or anti-Semitic.
You could put that fucking pedophile JT in a fucking nightclub, and you'll still have 300 people in there because that's what comes into the nightclub. They don't care. It's like, oh, cool. Some rapper from fucking whatever had a hit song that we're gonna go fuck yeah to that nobody cares about. I mean, you could put give me a fucking song, like a one-hit wonder fucking song that nobody cares about. Second
I feel
fingers.
like
Blueberry Fago.
it has to be too. A lot of these artists, like, they're kind of out of touch because they've been so successful for so long that when they finally need the opportunity to tour or whatever, they just expect someone else to do it all for them, or I don't know, not promote.
Well,
It's hard.
the promoter's job is to promote. The artist should also be promoting as well. The artist should be giving all the rules to the promoter. But also, we're in a horrible fucking economy right now. Beyonce tickets were down to $35. You have that as a factor as well, and then people stop buying non-essential goods. I mean, if we want to circle back to the tour we was just looking at, it comes down to: am I going to go take my girl out for dinner, or am I going to go to a Bobby fucking Shmurda concert? Well, bye, Bobby.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
No, for sure. People are worried about AIDS and diapers.
I don't think it's a reflection on Bobby, because in no fucking world ever should it be that Beyonce tickets are $35 fucking dollars. And I'm just saying that there was a lot of factors that contributed to the low ticket sales on his tour, and it was handled totally incorrectly. But I don't think that's the major.
You don't think that's a
factor.
reflection of his full draw?
Okay.
Right? Because there's
That
no
makes
way
sense.
possible. You guys are a local rap group.
We try to be.
Yeah.
Obviously, 10 fucking tickets. You're telling me, he had 20 fucking tickets sold to goddamn Albany.
That's just insane.
Yeah.
I
still
don't
can't
make
fathom
music
that.
of any sort, and I legitimately feel like I could sell 10 tickets. I feel like I could text
I
10
know,
people and be
if-
like, bro, please, I need to sell 10 tickets.
Think
That's
think
what I'm
about the
saying.
Eugene stop in the tour. You brought 5-6 people just to hang out at the
Yeah.
show. It's
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of factors in there that are not just factors on him, though, is what I'm saying.
yeah, absolutely. This is a gross mismanagement from his entire
this
team.
is really shit that should have been pushed back, because there were several promoters on this tour. Because when you go in the ads library in the back panel, I'm like, you're not fucking running ads. Only 4 of you people are. Huh? You guys can see that now? I'm like, yeah. Why are you saying you have $1,000 fucking ad budget? I'm not running shit. So that's another issue with the industry too. These promoters will put these big ad budgets in that they're running ads, and they don't run any fucking ads at all. And then well, it's tanking. I need a fucking reduction. I need to cancel. I just dealt with today on a fucking show that we have in Seattle. I had people email me to buy a ticket, and I had the promoter on my phone 3 days ago about how he needs to cancel because he ain't selling tickets. We have no ticket link, no fucking flyer, no fucking event. No one can even buy tickets. No wonder why you have a lack of ticket fucking sales.
Yeah.
Are you aware of Wikipedia?
Here you go.
Are you aware of the website Wikipedia?
Yeah, why am I in there?
Have you checked Bobby Shmurda's Wikipedia since this started?
No, I have not. Enlighten me.
The latest section of his career part of his Wikipedia says, In May 2025, Shmurda's Still Alive tour was canceled shortly before its scheduled start. He addressed the cancellation on Instagram, apologizing to fans and attributing the situation to disputes with booking agents Phillip Stengel, Halo Touring, and Sergio Patillo, Oak Street Media, alleging mismanagement and hinting at potential legal action. Booking agent Phillip Stengel publicly refuted Shmurda's claims, asserting that the tour was canceled due to low ticket sales averaging around 10 per city. Stengel shared data suggesting poor demand, including screenshots of venues where only a handful of tickets or none had been sold. He emphasized that the issues was not promotion but lack of audience interest, calling the tour not viable under any circumstances, in quotations.
Well,
The
yeah,
19-date tour...
Yeah, that's true.
The 19-date tour was set to run from May
25.
15th to June 19th. Yeah,
It was
that's
25 days, but he cut days off. But yeah, no, I mean, 10 tickets sold at the price people are paying ain't viable. 10 tickets ain't viable, period. And definitely a lack of promotion. Like, you say it was a lack of promotion. I mean, like, here's the thing, right? I used to work at another agency. And
I remember.
yeah, we used to book for another artist that's big that does like 1,000 people. And even with dog shit promotion, lack of promotion, they still sell tickets.
I'm 99% sure we performed at one of these shows, Coda.
I don't think you performed at that one.
We'll talk about it after.
Were you,
We'll hit it off the
were you,
record.
were you Superman in House?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you performed at it. Yeah.
for sure did.
We sure did. We had fans fly out for that one, bro.
That was wild,
We had
yeah.
people
but no,
fly in to
I'm
see
saying
it.
though, like, they're definitely it's wild, but like, and that's when I made that post and I said I wish him best of luck in the club circuit because he definitely should go back to clubs and build himself up. The problem with this, and I mean, even though I love talking about this, the problem with this is that artists think that the booking agent does everything for them when there's no team. That's one of the problems there. And they have to actually give the promoters the resources to promote or be able to promote the show. And there has to be demand for the artist, for people who actually want to buy a ticket to see the artist. I've seen several artists. I mean, shit. You remember that one TikTok comedian I booked back in 2018?
Yes, vaguely.
And he had like 3 million fucking followers, and he performed like 3 songs, said fuck Portland, and walked off the stage because there was 2 people there.
Yes.
Like, literally,
I do.
yeah. So I mean, that goes back to that views and streams don't mean anything. But again, it doesn't make sense why the ticket sales were that low. I see this a lot in the time that I've booked tours. One thing that as a rule of thumb, I refuse to do, because I've been a promoter for years. And if you see 1 or 2 shows that are bad shows, then you have to evaluate what's going bad here. Is it the promoter? Is it the market? What promotion's being done with it? These questions get asked. Like, what's your ad budget? How are you running your ads? Are your openers selling tickets? But when the whole fucking tour isn't selling tickets, and this has happened with several tours that I've canceled. This has happened before. Like,
I heard you mention earlier that you were told that there would be an album rollout and like
new
a
music,
promo
not
run.
an album.
He
It'd be new
hasn't.
music.
He hasn't. I haven't seen him on No
There's a
Breakfast
song
Club,
he
no
rolled out
nothing.
that he's a
And
feature on. He went on Shade 4-5.
okay, that's
Yeah.
your.
So that's the
All
press
right.
run.
I looked at his Instagram. But no, it's weird because like
Did
you
you
are
guys
about-
see his ad for Royal Rumble on Instagram? Sorry to. I've been doing research about him for this. So an advertisement he did for an app came up on my phone, and it's like maybe the cringiest thing I've ever seen any rapper do.
It was bad.
And it's crazy that in the midst of this, that's
also
when
exists.
it started coming into my feed. Yeah.
I was kind of curious too, because you said, or like, you know, how like views or followers don't always translate to people coming to your shows.
Facts.
But then sometimes that is the case. Like they're just randomly like, we went to like a local show recently. These guys on tour. We talked about them last episode.
Yeah.
And that was like a decent turnout. Like it wasn't anything substantial, but it was like, you know,
It probably.
I hadn't heard about them until, you know, it was brought up by another friend. What would you say though is like the biggest medium that like pretty much you can guarantee it will translate to
Not TikTok.
to people? Yeah,
No,
not
bullshit.
TikTok for sure.
TikTok translates as well. You got to have fans that are willing to buy tickets to come and see you. That's the problem.
What metric do you look at first? Is it just getting
I
people's?
look at Spotify. No, I look at verse hard ticket history data. I look at Spotify numbers. I look at interactions. I look at Instagram. You look at people seeing the shit. Like, I'll give you a lesson in Portland history. I worked at the Paris Theater as one of the talent buyers there.
R.I.P.
And
the
in
Paris Theater.
Fuck that place. And I booked in May of 2018. I booked this fat kid named Mercules from Canada. My buddy Chris was the manager.
I know of him.
I know of Mercules.
Yeah, no shit. This is the second show he ever did. He was coming to America. Jason, we paid Merc. This is no bullshit. We paid Merc $1,500, and Jason was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fire you. We ain't gonna make any money. Blah blah blah. I can't believe you booked that. That thing's trash. That fucking fat little white fucker ain't gonna sell anything." That motherfucker sold that venue out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he did. I remember that show.
Yeah.
I knew somebody who was performing. I didn't go.
Speaking of myself as an agent, like, and this is artists that I've actually broke as an agent. I put Fix on his first ever tour that he did. I broke Fix as a fucking artist, a touring artist, and look where he's at. Sky Daddy, same thing, doing 300, 400 fucking people. Skits Craven, directly from fucking TikTok, same fucking thing. Never toured before, 300 fucking people a night guaranteed. Broke those artists, they never toured before. Tried the same shit with Lit Frank. It didn't translate over.
That didn't translate. We did one of those shows.
Yeah, his Portland was his better shows, but I mean, there was other factors into that. But you know, he went viral on TikTok for wearing fucking baby shorts, not for his music. Another example, I didn't break this artist, but look at Diggy Graves. He went viral on fucking TikTok. He's selling out shows everywhere. He's at UTA. I mean, it comes down to the draw of it. And if you want to look at numbers, look up Ouija Mac. Ouija Mac does 150, 200 people, but he has, what, 64,000 monthly listeners? You'd never guess that in a million fucking years.
That is an interesting dichotomy because we've done shows with people who have millions of monthly listeners and they were fucking dead. And then, like, we sold out Bill Saber relatively quickly and even, like, sold all the VIP tickets. And, like, it's interesting that the numbers are not always representative in both ways. There are artists that don't have a lot of social media presence that do have the real people who will ticket in hand pay to go see them. Before we get you off of here, do you have like a piece of advice specifically to artists trying to go on tour and how to properly do it?
Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of fucking advice.
It's got a whole bucket.
Yeah. So the majorest problem with artists are, and please don't take offensive. The majorest problem that I see with artists are, you get all these artists that scream from the fucking rooftops, "Well, I got talent." Well, guess what, buddy? Nobody gives a fuck about talent. Talent doesn't do.
Nah, I'd have my million by now if it mattered.
Yeah, exactly. Second of all, every artist on the planet's like, I need a manager. I need a manager. I need a booking agent. Unless you don't need a manager, unless you can't handle your day to day, and there is no industry fucking manager that can open doors for you. That's going to touch you, bud. Like, there's the truth. There is for a booking agent, you get all these jackoffs and managers who want to charge you money. They're ripping you off because the truth is the manager charges 15% and a booking agent charges 10%. There's the reality of that, and you got to be, for a booking agent, you got to be able to actually have value to tour. Now, for inspiring artists, here's my suggestion: work on your marketing, promote your music. For the love of fucking God, promote your music. Quit buying those playlist bullshit because it doesn't do anything for you. Run fucking conversion ads or traffic ads to your Spotify. Promote your shit. Engage with your fans and market yourself. The number one, you are a brand. You got to market yourself and treat yourself as a brand. That's my advice right there. And don't have little Twitter fingers screaming in the fucking void like about Donald Trump like the Garage Ghost does from his piss stained garage.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I got more. I ain't done. I got more.
Yo, continue.
Run it.
Keep track of your hard ticket sale numbers because that's all people care about. And for the love of fucking God, every artist needs to understand the monetary value in the market, and that only what the promoter is looking for is an ROI because it's a business. And a business can't run on a negative profit margin. If you don't understand anything I just said, you're just waiting to get fucked. Let me just tell you that. But with all that out the way, I say all that to say this. Like, if you work on your marketability and work on, putting out quality and interacting with people and keeping track of your numbers, eventually you'll get there, and it just takes time to get there. And most people think they deserve to touch stages and tour and do all this shit, and a rap career appears quicker than fast food, and you're going to be the next fucking Drake. But the truth of the matter is a lot of hard work that goes into it, and you got to crawl before you walk.
Otherwise, you
And-
might end up as the next Bobby Shmurda.
Oh, no, not even that. There's a million people
Just stop
on
trying
there.
to acquire beef.
No, there's a million people on my shit that were just like, there's gatekeepers and show me how, open doors for me. It's just like, bro, the realest advice ever. If you really want to fucking tour, I'll make it real simple for y'all. Here's simple shit. Listen up. This is what you do. Go get Indie on the fucking Move. It lists every single fucking venue. It's free. You can pay $20 a month for it and go look them up. Email the fucking venue. These are going to be shithole dive bars that are like 50 person, 100 person that you can find. Go do those. Network with some local rappers in the local fucking area, and I'm going to come do the show like Grizzly Anthems does. There's some rappers out there that I'm just going to fucking talk shit on it because I can't fuck it. That do this
Please.
model. Misery, Cody Manson, zero fucking draw. Nobody cares who the fuck they are, but they come to your city. They find 10 to 12 to 13 dumbasses who pay to be on the fucking show to open up for some local fucking rapper, glorified local rapper from another fucking city, and think they're making it. And if one rant I can go on here from being a promoter from '96, let me just say that. Quit paying to be on fucking shows. It doesn't do anything for you at all. All you're doing is putting money in some scumbag's pocket that can't afford to pay the fucking headliner, and you're known as the guy that opened up 4 guys before the fucking tour package went on, and no one fucking remembers you. You know what? Speaking of that Mercury show that I think about it, and shots fucking firing out of my mouth on this, they had some guy, and I don't even remember his fucking name, but he brought onto their fucking tour, and he paid like 30 grand or 50 grand, they told me, and I don't remember who the fucking guy is, but I remember him being there, and that's how great of an investment that was, that he paid to be on that fucking tour, and no one remembers him.
Wow.
Can I ask
I'm gonna real talk some shit here on some Portland.
who
No.
your
Wait
least
for it.
favorite?
Buckle in. Here comes some big shots fired. Right, so
Okay.
check it. So Juan, y'all know Juan in Portland? You remember Juan, right? Juan, free agents.
Nope.
You don't know
Can't say
Juan?
that I do.
Juan, shout out to Juan. Juan's probably listening to this. Juan Cornell, shout out to you. I'm airing this shit out. So Juan has money. Juan has big money. So Juan hits me up about an artist he was investigating from Portland. I'm not going to say names because I'm not
I
that
know his
guy.
name.
No, not a damn word. Shut up. This guy opened for Kodak Black.
I know his name.
Shut up. This guy opened for Lil Wayne. And fucking Juan calls me after paying this money to have this guy open. And he goes, "Hey, man, you've done this for a long time." I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I paid to have this kid open for Lil Wayne, and I paid to have this kid open for Kodak Black." And he tried to front on me because he was all like, you said you booked for Kate. I booked for some fucking rapper that was on the show, the Kodak Black show, and he's like, your rapper you said was on there, blah blah blah, and the Portland guy blew everybody away. I'm like, your guy paid to be on the fucking show. My guy was invited. Shut the fuck up. My guy gets 15 grand a night. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, a long story short, he says, so I paid for him to be on Lil Wayne and Kodak Black, but the numbers ain't going up anywhere. Like, the streaming numbers ain't going up. No engagement's going up. Like, what do I do? I said, I'll give you the realest truth ever. You put this guy in what, in front of 5,000 people, 10,000 people? Yeah. And engagement ain't going up? Yeah. The fucking talent ain't there. The marketability ain't there. Nobody gives a shit. Stop dumping your money. You're pissing it down the fucking drain. See, here's the realest advice ever I could give an up-and-aspiring rapper. Some of y'all need to wear your fucking CDL or go fucking pursue welding to go make some real fucking dollars and put the fucking mic down. Because the truth
Get
is, we
forklift
have
certified.
way too many.
Not
fucking-
everybody can make the music that makes the world
Hold
go
on,
round.
Hold on. Big D, quit fucking rapping. Like, good fucking lord. I said that shit.
Bro, you're affecting my income now. You know how many features that guy's bought from me? Where
Dude, you know
gotta-
that guy is like the worst fucking rapper on the planet. Like, I have nothing against him, but at like some point, you just got to be like, this is a hobby.
Sounds like you got
and I
something
should give
against
the
him.
fuck up. You probably want to edit this part out, actually.
I'm leaving it in.
Dude, it's
I'm leaving
speak
it
your
in.
truth,
But
man.
real shit, some people need to know when to quit fucking rapping. You know how many people I've told, like, you should just stop fucking rapping? Like, they ask me, they're just like, what do you think of my music? I'm like, fucking horrible.
Well,
It reminds me of that
we have
box-
We have a segment on this podcast where we do submissions, and we've had to be brutally honest before. So
Yeah, man. Only one time have I been like maybe do something else.
Y'all know who
But-
CJ Fletcher is?
Should I?
There's this funny thing. He's like a fucking fighter and a bodybuilder. And it's the funniest shit ever because he's in the gym. He's like, throw that right hook. He's like, okay, throw it again. He's like, okay. He's like, how was it? The guy turns out to smile. He's like, horrible. Worst fucking thing I see in the world. I wish some of these guys would lose the address to the fucking gym. He's like, do you see me going to Wall Street with a briefcase and a suit and trying to fucking type? No, I beat the fuck out of people. There's a difference. Like, that's how I see it. Some people just need to give it the fuck up. Like, on God, there was too many fucking rappers. Everybody's a fucking rapper nowadays. Everybody.
Yeah.
And then you have these 44-year-old fucking guys that live in their fucking dad's garage, covered in fucking piss, burning their feet on a fucking heater while they're nodding out on fucking heroin because they get beefing with people over the Snack the Ripper fucking show because they have fucking got a statutory rape charge fucking X amount of fucking years ago, and everybody finds out about it. Nobody wants to fuck with them. And that fucking weirdo being like, oh, I'm still training in my rap career because I got bars streaming online, but has 6 monthly fucking listeners. You know what? So go look at Phillip Stengel Presents on fucking Spotify. I have more. I never made a fucking rap song in my goddamn life, and I have more views than a lot of these motherfuckers chasing a rap dream. For the love of God,
this week.
if you fucking have less views than me or plays than me on Spotify, just quit rapping, please. That's my message to the Portland rap scene. Like, please, we need less rappers. But to the people that are really serious to actually want to pursue a rap
Our biggest market is Spain.
if you really want to
Yeah.
seriously pursue a rap career, this is me being
You're talking to the Spaniards.
yeah, they don't know where Portland is.
Spaniards.
Yeah, we're top 200 music podcasts in Spain, not America.
Are we live right now?
No,
No.
Oh,
No, absolutely not.
Yo quiero esa Barcelona cocaína. Anyway,
Anyway,
fucking,
This is my favorite episode.
To actually develop as an artist, my suggestion would be hone your craft, go to the open mic. Sharista has late lyrics or whatever. There's plenty of open mics. Practice open mics, build a buzz up, market yourself out there because most people don't understand they're a fucking brand. And quit doing so many shows. There's way too much oversaturation if you're serious with it. But that's one of the biggest problems with Portland is everybody thinks they're a fucking rap superstar in Portland and barely anybody can draw 50 people.
Yeah. I mean, dude, one of the things you said that resonated with me, you said, stop paying for the playlists or whatever. I've been a victim to paying for the playlist. I had to learn that the only real way to actually gain an audience on Spotify, if you're not, you know, the algorithm isn't helping you out, is to find similar artists to you. Just fucking bite the bullet, pay for someone who is similar to you that has a fan base. And like I've gotten consistent streams from that.
Doing a singular feature, paying an artist for a feature, and then having that as like a piece of value you own forever versus like buying onto a show for one night is
Michael.
Who?
Michael. Figure 8. Michael.
Yep. Yeah. What's up?
How many fucking features did Millie sell when he was out here, when I brought Millie's out here? And how many of those did I get a fucking thing with it? My boy made a fat bag. I mean, that's my crew there. That's my guys. But, I mean, I know.
And I still see people from Portland sharing their Millie's videos from Beaverton 6 years ago.
I remember that, actually. I remember seeing a bunch of just Millie features.
That happened with Neff the Pharaoh. That happened with Afro Man. That happens with all those guys that come through and just want to get a bag real quick.
Yeah, you gotta definitely
pick. A fucking fat ass bag, bro. Like he brought his own first class ticket home.
Damn.
Yeah, like no, it's people don't understand. Like you gotta there's no shortcuts and there's no secrets to this shit. It's a lot of fucking failure, a lot of hard work, and a lot of fucking, you know, you just don't give up on them. But the problem with it is you get guys that are like my age, you know, still chasing a fucking rap career. Like, I'm sorry, like, you're chasing a rap career in your 40s? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, ain't nobody want to hear a 40-year-old fucking rapper that hasn't made it. Like, the home... You know what I said to somebody on some real petty shit? So, somebody was like, Hooper and Hollering was something to me about one of the fucking Portland shows that I'm the agent for the artist. And what I said was, I get it. You're big in Portland. No, maybe it was Spokane. You're big in your home city. I get it. But this is like the easiest explanation I gave this guy. I said, this is like this, dude. I said, you're the football homecoming king. I'm playing in the fucking NFL. Like, we're in two different genres, my guy. Like, and that ain't even trying to be like ego or anything about it, but there's too many people worry about shit, dumb shit with it. And everybody, like, seriously, I mean, you guys are involved in the scene. How many local fucking rappers are there that think they're fucking doing something?
More than fans.
Every fucking
There's
rap show,
more
every
local
fucking
rappers than
rap
rap
show I've been
fans.
to in Portland since 2018 has had more fucking rappers at it than fucking fans. I said that's why I made that goddamn shirt. Everybody raps now because everybody's a rapper. You have rapping fucking rustlers, rapping fucking pedophiles, pedophile fucking DJs, fucking rapping fucking
Yeah.
sex offenders. Like, what else am I missing?
I mean, you kind of hit
Hit the nail
every
on the
key
head.
there.
Well, before we let you go, I do want to say, for as much of a boisterous, vulgar guy as you are, you did, and if people listen, drop some serious, like, compassionate gems
I'm
throughout
not
this.
boisterous and vulgar. I'm just very blunt and say what I think. Like that's the reality.
That's exactly what that
respect you for
means.
that.
Yeah, I respect you for that, and I want to just say I appreciate not only just you coming on here, but all the stuff you've done for the fish in the past.
Well,
We've had a great time.
Shit, I mean, you perform with Power Man. That shit was legendary.
That was awesome. Me and Ned had an excellent time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and to be honest with you on the rap thing, and on real advice, you know, our artists, a lot of artists, what I've noticed is they'll be like, I need a booking agent, I need a manager, and everything they can do themselves. Most of them just they think it's the biggest mentality that people need to let go of is thinking that there's gatekeepers and all this because
The internet got rid of that.
well, that isn't even. So you know what the funniest part is? And I had this conversation with Deb. You remember Deb? You know Deb? You remember
Mhm.
Deb?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Deb had two artists, Wild Card being one of them.
I
Was that his
remember
name?
that.
Was his
Yeah.
name Wild Card? Was
Yeah,
that
he's
his name?
canceled now too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So she asked me about breaking the artist because you know Wild Card is so talented, this and that, and blah blah blah. And I looped her in with a friend of mine out of LA who breaks artists. And Deb fucking choked when she got told $350,000 to break an artist. That's what it takes. I can break that artist mainstream. It's going to cost you $250,000.
Goddamn.
That's on the cheap end of it. You can go look up Windy Day, even talk about that. Because people don't understand the amount of money and the machine that it takes to break an artist. Because it comes down to marketability. If you look at Jelly Roll, Jelly Roll went from a GD gangster rapper to country when he got the same manager that Jay-Z had at 50 Cent.
I remember Jelly Roll opening up for Yellow Wolf and how the tides have turned. He's doing
It is.
stadiums.
And it
insane.
just takes one song, and it just takes marketability, and that's what the problem of it is like. And this is just speaking as somebody that's done this. Gangster rap has a very low ceiling. Juggalo rap has an even lower ceiling. Look at Hex. Fucking the white stereotypical white boy I rap really fast rapper has a very low ceiling. I mean, like, should I talk shit? Should I just go in, or should I be nice?
I mean,
I
this
mean,
has
why
been
start
great.
being nice now?
Yeah,
this
come
has
on.
been-
Well, I mean, you have what? You have a billion guys that want to be fast rappers and choppers like they want to be Twisted Insane, but I ordered Twisted Insane off Temu and got Grinch Mob showed up. Or I ordered a Tech 9 chopper rapper and I get fucking Legion to God Taz Jones or whatever. I mean, I love that's a fucking homie, but like it's like you're fucking copyright infringing the shit out of Tech 9 and ICP. Like, come up with something fucking original. Like, I mean, in the reality of music, somebody that you guys have opened for, Afro Man, that guy's, when has Afro Man put out anything fucking relevant that anybody's gave a shit about? Because I got high. That's about it. And Colt
Yeah.
45 and two zigzags. And I don't
Yeah,
know
and he
the
makes
rest
more
of the
money
song.
than like people's
Um,
dads.
Yeah, and then
just
like,
doing
if
that
you want to
song.
look on the other factor of it, Immortal Technique. Immortal Technique hasn't released an album since 2006. That motherfucker still does 500 plus people a night, guaranteed. Every time.
Wow, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot. And, you know, even though I do sound like an asshole, one thing I will say, I'm really good at answering
Nah,
any
you?
email an artist sends me or message and tell them honestly what I think. just on how to build them. But a lot of them just don't understand the basics of it, that you got to really work on your brand and pushing your own brand. And then, there was a rapper out of Ohio I dealt with, and he brought a Jelly Roll feature when Jelly Roll popped. That boy drew 5 fucking heads a night, bro. Not a motherfucking damn thing. We had to cancel that tour. So the moral of the story is, when you see due for unforeseen circumstances, that usually means I can't sell tickets.
Some people just need to hear that because people around them will just sugarcoat it. Like, no, you're great, man. You're doing really good.
That's what I got told, is you got to remember that the artist or is a celebrity, and they act a certain way, and it's not. I'm like, man, my mama told me to treat the janitor as the CEO. I'm gonna tell Mike, if I'm gonna tell Figure Eight to go fuck himself, I'm gonna tell the other guy to go fuck himself too. I don't give a shit that you're some famous artist. Like, I don't give a fuck at all. Like,
Can you tell Figure Eight to go fuck himself so we can cut it out of context and post it as a clip? Can you just be really mean to him?
Yeah, like
No.
I like
a 10-second
Michael's-
rant on Figure Eight.
We have Mercules at home.
You lost a lot of weight. You lost a lot of weight and grew some hair out to be Mercules. Fuck.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big
He's gotten
fella.
bigger since I seen him.
I get Jelly Roll at like Target and Kmart Jelly Roll and Post Malone a lot.
Meth
I see the
Malone.
Post
Meth
Malone.
Malone.
I see the Post Malone. I don't see the Jelly Roll.
It's just because I'm fat, white, and have face tattoos. There's only
Yeah.
like 6 of us. A couple of them are dead.
When you
I
grew
got
up-
called Fat Little Peep for a while, but as he like leaves the zeitgeist, I've gotten it less and less.
At least you didn't go. It's fucking weird. I mean, what's your guys' whole feelings on everything? This is your podcast. You had me rant for a good 30 minutes.
Oh, dude, it's a good time. This is
So
like our
I-
best episode.
I don't want to act like an artist failing is hilarious. That's not what is hilarious. It is just hilarious that I woke up to an academics post with my friend's name in it and that we could ask him to come talk to us about it. It's just so funny that this exists in our realm.
Oh,
And then you came to us instead of No Jumper. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have anything you want to say to No Jumper?
Yeah, man.
no. And we ain't discussing No Jumper. Like,
Yeah,
I
we
want you
cut
to
it.
go
We'll
on
cut
No
that out.
Jumper and just shout us out like the whole
Dude,
time.
please.
Man, you guys suck at this.
no, on some real shit though. Like, the academics thing kind of high key pissed me off because I seen that video. And here's my thing. And somebody should send this to DJ Academics.
Oh, we will.
How do you not know the difference between a fucking booking agent and a promoter, and you're in your goddamn DJ Academics?
Because he's DJ Academics.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
He's
he's the garage man
Yeah.
in his own
He wa-
story.
He was too busy looking at Drake's leaked pics to realize and learn about that. So
Yeah.
I mean,
he was
because
checking out.
like a promoter's job, like, you know how many people I've had to explain that to? I'm like, it's in the fucking titles. Titles: booking agent, promoter,
book.
stage manager, production manager, marketing manager.
Yeah, like no one's yelling at the janitor that the tickets didn't sell. It's not his fucking job. It wasn't.
yeah,
Yeah. It's like, why didn't the tickets like? It's just fucking wild, you know. And I mean this sincerely. I sincerely wish.
Me too.
That fucking conversations would have been had privately, which should have been had instead of people feeding into their emotions or whatever triggered that to make massive posts. Because the reality of it is, and this is the rule of thumb I live by, and surprise, spoiler to anybody that listen to this, I'm a fucking asshole. Big surprise. But I'll sit there and type up some slick ass remark where I'm really gonna punch down on somebody and make them want to fucking take the off ramp exit to life. And I sit there and look at that and let it sit there for 30 minutes. And I look back and go, yeah, I probably shouldn't send that. That's what I do, or I shouldn't post that. Because at the end of the day, I would love to crash out on so many people at all times. But again, it's a brand. Is it worth it? Maybe it's because I'm older. Like, I mean, except that one guy lives in his dad's garage that is a fake fucking blood from Salem that's a Raiders fan of a big ass beard and a sex offender. Fuck that guy. I paid for his Uber. I gotta say this because we're on
You
this
paid for a sex
podcast.
offender's Uber?
Yeah. So here's a funny story here, right? I know you guys are probably like, shut up.
No.
This guy's 44 years old and lives in his dad's garage and doesn't have a job. And like, I paid for his Uber rides for a year and a half for him to go grocery shopping because he couldn't afford to go grocery shopping. And you think in a year and a half you would figure out how to get your car fixed. I offered to pay to get the car fixed, and then my Uber got shut down. And the big fallout we had over it is he sent me a message. He was like, "Well, go get fucking Lyft." Like, excuse you?
What?
You like, I need to go
fucking
pay
crazy.
for Lyft to get Lyft for you? Like, I don't do well with entitled people. Like, yeah, so.
You
That was
can't
the
pay
point was
for an
like,
Uber. How are you even buying groceries?
Food stamp, tax
Oh.
pays.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, you can't Uber Eats with the Namps.
Yeah.
I know. I've tried.
I've tried.
Well, it's just fucking wild. It's like, I'm 43. You think you're 44 fucking years old, you'd be like, at some point going, hey, I should probably quit trying to chase this dream. I'm going to blow up and be in a rapper when I'm living in a fucking piss-stained garage that smells like the fucking inside of a sewer. And, like, go get a fucking job. Like, how the fuck does an 18-year-old child, or how the fuck does a 16-year-old child more established in life than a 44-year-old fucking man? That was a mind-boggling thing to me. And then still chasing the fucking dreams. You know, when you look at this guy's social media, you see the fucking same textbook shit, and I can count it down. One of you should pull it up because you know what I'm talking about. This is the countdown of what it is. Rapping. I'm a good rapper. Freestyles over some fucking video. Post of old videos when he believed he was relevant. Oh, yeah, and all these posts about Donald Trump. Like, I have never seen somebody so fucking obsessed with Donald Trump. But hold on. I'm going somewhere. I understand some people don't like Trump and shit, but this motherfucker can't even vote. Like, shut up. Like, you don't even have a right to vote. Like, and you didn't vote. Like, you shut up. Fucking weirdo. And you're a raper like the president, too, so fuck both of you. Well, you edit that part out.
No, that's the clip.
Unfortunately, that's the clip.
That mic drop is the clip.
Clip.
Yeah,
I appreciate you guys having me on and listening to me rant, but
Yeah, this is great.
at the end, I mean, everything, like, and this is full transparency closure of what everybody wanted. At the end of what happened is me and Bobby have not talked. We've had no contact since he made his little post. There's been no conversations that have happened between me and him at all. I don't know what's going on. He pulled his post down randomly one day, and when he pulled his down, there was no reason for me to keep my post up about the average of 10 tickets sold. So I pulled that down, and I released a public statement that we officially released a press release that Bobby Shmurda's tour was canceled, and we found out it was canceled when the artist publicly made the decision to cancel the tour, and anybody that has any questions should redirect it to Bobby. I wished Bobby best of luck on the club circuit. Sincerely mean that. It's probably a good place for him. I reached out to another booking agent I know who used to book for Bobby and said, you know, and this is my opinion, the best thing for him to do would be to book another tour. And his response back to me was, he's not interested in booking that tour. So I don't know. I mean, I wish Bobby nothing but the best of luck. I hope he gets some very high-paid shows and makes some money.
Yeah.
And no hard feelings or anything on that. I definitely am sad that things didn't work out. On a personal level, I'll say that there's all that, and hopefully I don't get my pop capped or my cap popped or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, just
Stay safe
if you
out
go
there.
missing, brother, we
got this evidence,
got
bro.
this right
Well,
here.
All right.
that's the thing. He did beat a murder charge, and you know, at the end of the day, like I mean, he is a convicted felon and a member of the Crips. Last time I checked, I mean, so I don't know. My life honestly is in danger, but I wish him the best of luck. Possibly, I'm an outstanding civilian and citizen, and I mean.
He's just a chill guy.
I mean, to be honest with everybody, everybody's gonna see more about what's about to hit. Like, I think I told you privately, Michael, what's about to hit, but everybody's gonna see more about it. It definitely is not done. You can't publicly say things about people on a massive platform that's lies and slanderous and have no
Right.
repercussions for that, unfortunately. Even though I just said a whole bunch about Grinch Mob, but that guy doesn't even have fucking money for an Uber, so fuck him. But nothing I said was slanderous on here either.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. We'll send you any clips before we post them, and we'll talk to you.
Can I shout out all my shit?
Yeah,
go
plug your
ahead.
stuff again.
Plug away.
Oh, yeah, so anybody that actually wants to reach me, the easiest way to reach me is on Instagram, which is Phillip Stengel, PhilipStengel, at Instagram.com. I also have PhillipStengelPresents.com, which is my website that is the parent company that owns all my other companies. We also have HaloTouring.com, which is the booking agency that I own. You can reach me there, Chris Coleman there, Johnny Nethercutt or Reed Stanton there, but Reed is kind of fucking dumb, so I wouldn't reach out to Reed because he's about as useful as tits on a board. And Reed, if you're listening to this, fuck you. I should fire you. Anyway, and we also have www.sonorthwestclothing.com, which is my clothing line that should be launched and revamped. Matt did his job today. And also, I'm a published author on Amazon.com. And I also have my music streaming that may or may not be all AI and big rappers on Spotify.com. And I also technically do artist management and really can get shit done. But the chances of me picking you up, in the words of my friend Billy Obey from Alazu Alu, as he said, to all up-and-coming rappers that are aspiring to be famous, I have some advice for you. Suck a dick, or keep trying. So that's my advice. No Diddy. But I appreciate the Fisherman. I mean, you guys have me on here. I know you have a show coming up Wednesday with Kung Fu Vampire. What else? I have Finesse 2 times next month in Portland. We have that show.
Yep, we'll be there.
And then we have Total Chaos with Defiance, with the Havoc in Portland in September, which is some old school spiky hair punk rock. Nobody on this podcast knows who the fuck they are. And then I have the Meteors, which is an old school psychobilly band, in October. And I'm continually booking tours. Right now I'm working on a tour for a bunch of artists. The biggest highlight of all the tours I'm working on right now is probably Sasawako Peso Peso. Because...
Oh, tight.
That's dope.
because surprisingly, even though I can't fucking, in the words of Champagne James, make a fucking horse shit fertilizer for a garden, I'm actually able to book a fucking tour when an artist can sell tickets. And it doesn't get canceled. But hey, that's what I gotta say to everybody. All the inspiring rappers out here, just think of this. I booked a tour, and 1,000 cap rooms had an average of 10 tickets sold. Bang my line. I can improve your career. You could be the next hot rapper. You just gotta sell 11. Got you.
That's all it
Sell
takes.
11.
That's all it takes.
Strive to beat the record.
Thanks, Phillip. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your night.
Take care.
Yeah, thanks for coming on here, man.
That's
That was wild.
Holy shit!
I immediately
That was
started
57
recording.
minutes of him ranting.
Yeah, dude, this is wild. You know what I would do if I
With that,
was a
I think
listener?
we have a perfect episode.
Is that it? Are we done?
I would go to kingpalm.com, use a code KP Taste, get how much percent off?
It's like 20, 10. I don't know.
We haven't done it
Whatever
for so
percentage
long.
it is.
Just
Dude,
fucking.
you get a discount, man. Take the
Check
edge
us out next week to see what we thought of the Brictionary by Boldy James. Let's push this back because we've already.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
this is
episode,
the
right?
ad, man.
Hold on. We got to do in the news.
Let's just finish in the
All
news.
right, run through in the news.
Yeah, because
and
it's not going to be relevant next.
Just know, next up we're doing Boldy James, the Brictionary, which I enjoyed thoroughly.
Hell yeah.
Palmer Squares had some controversy in Bellingham.
Yeah, that was crazy. Also, based on what you guys said about the show in Portland, not totally surprising.
Yeah, not super out of,
No. Yeah, it's essentially they just made some jokes on stage that the venue wasn't thrilled with, and
Yeah.
they kind of responded with, "It's jokes."
Yeah. Maybe don't use that word.
Yeah. Rocky and Rihanna having another baby.
Hell yeah. Congrats to them.
Eminem's stalker was convicted after breaking into his home for a second time.
You gotta learn after the first time that
Yeah.
you should do that.
You can't keep breaking into
Yeah.
Eminem's house.
Let bro live.
Fool me once, shame on you. You
Judge
can't
orders the cuck, I mean the game, to sell his mansion in order to pay his sexual assault victim. I just shit on the game like 2 weeks in a row already, so I figured that's good. Did you guys see Andre 3000 dropped his piano album?
Boy, did
Is
he.
it better than the flute album? That's all I'm wondering.
No, I actually
Is
think
it?
it's much worse.
No, yeah, I was gonna say. I think the
No, I
flute
think
one
it's
was.
worse.
Haven't heard
They-
either, so
To be fair, I like both of the albums. I more or less just like jumped around and like kind of was like, all right, let's check out little bits of this song, little bits of that song. But I think he mentioned it too. The piano one was recorded on an iPhone, I believe he said, and
Only one of
I
them
also
made
think
it
it's
to
like
studios.
recordings from like 10 years ago or some shit like that. But Andre could use some piano lessons, maybe.
He could use a microphone.
please.
Kendrick
Miss-
Lamar leads 2025 BET Awards with 10 nominations.
Way to go, man. We all seen that coming.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
this morning, Tory Lanez got stabbed 12 times in prison.
Oh my god.
I didn't
in
see that it
stable
was 12.
condition.
I saw that, but whoa.
Yeah, both of his lungs collapsed. It says that he's in a lot of pain, but he's good. But at first it was just stabbed,
Yeah,
and the
both your
last
lungs
update
collapsing
I
is
saw
insane.
was far more intense. Yeah.
Can we do ranking worst album covers really fast? Because this will be, I'm going to speedball through this.
Yeah, I've only got 4, so we can run through that real quick.
Okay.
We can run the
number
fucking
one,
fade.
Number one, just because this shit is crazy. I hope you guys have this one. I just looked up the worst ones, but the Coop party music, it's literally the Twin Towers exploding with people in front of it, just like posing in front of it. I was like, that's insane. 2, Certified Lover Boy, garbage. You have such a big platform. Commission someone to make you a fucking cover. Vanilla Ice, Platinum Underground. It is the like most fever dreamish cover. Another Drake, For All the Dogs, stupid. And then DJ Khaled, God Did, just him looking up like a fucking idiot.
I have this is whack.
He don't have shit.
Do, 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 do,
Shut the
do,
fuck
do,
up, bro.
do.
Okay, honestly, never mind. The festival Beyonce album where she's just sitting on a fucking horse. I'm tired of people just sitting on fucking horses. It's stupid. The Lil Baby album where he's 4 heads on Mount Rushmore.
I saw that one too.
That thing is dog shit. I absolutely hate it. Billy Joel, River of Dreams. I know it's not hip hop, but it's absolute dog shit. It's like AI generated a poor Van Gogh painting of Billy Joel. That's what it looks like, and it's like 93. You can do better than that. And then last on my list, I have Animal Ambition, 50 Cent. Terrible. Absolutely embarrassing.
Yeah. All right. I also got Certified Lover Boy, like Coda said, just bad. I also put down Blueprint 2 specifically, but going through after I saw Blueprint through, I pulled up Jay-Z's albums and I was like, he's got some bad ones. Like a lot of them are just him kind of awkwardly posing on the cover, and it's just like you could have gone a different route with these. I also put Baby on Baby by The Baby. And the last one I have on my list is Bush by Snoop Dogg.
Oof.
Okay.
That one's real bad.
Yeah.
Also, I can't think of the name right now, but I did remember seeing it while I was scrolling through albums. It's a Gucci Mane one where he's basically referencing that he's an iceberg and he's just got like his face superimposed.
El Gato.
Yeah, and then there's like a lion also on the iceberg.
It's a really bad cover.
Yeah,
it's
that's bad.
hilarious.
And that was a perfect episode.
Yeah, all right. Next week, we're going to be listening to Boldy James, The Brictionary. Our local submission will be Susie H. and Hyph. Our fish song of the week is Self-Destructive by Coda B featuring the Antelope Fisherman. Go check out the Palmer Squares video that came out next week. Our first episode of Repo comes out this Sunday. Thank you guys for watching this.
I just want to say, don't get mad at us. We're just journalists. We're just here in this moment.
We
We
just
love you,
gave
Taste
Phillip the
Buds.
platform to speak on, and maybe didn't predict that that's how it would have gone.
I got a text from him a few moments ago that just says, wild.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll Oh wait, Michael Jordan. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I mean I've got
What?
I've got a lot of opinions on the NBA right now. I don't want to get started on that.
What?
Speak about it. Just a little bit. a
Well,
little
okay,
taste.
Michael Jordan got hired by CBS, I believe is the network, to be a
Special correspondent.
Yeah,
Just
which
crazy career shift.
a huge get for them. Obviously, that's going to do numbers.
Yeah.
As a huge NBA fan, I have a fear that Jordan is just going to use it as a platform to raise himself and raise his status as the greatest of all time. And I think he's also and in turn using it as a platform to then shit on the current generation and like the LeBron Jameses of the world to kind
I was
of
going to say, do you think it coincides with LeBron about to retiring probably very soon?
I think it could be a really cool get for the network. Having Jordan is a big deal, but I just have a fear that it's going to be used as a platform for him to try and elevate himself, which I don't think he needs to be elevated. He's either one or two first or second best player in NBA history. Like
He also won in far of money and brands and deals and shit like that, bro.
You're a
And his
billionaire.
Space Jam was so much better.
You're a billionaire. Everybody wears people wear your basketball shoes with jeans. People aren't wearing LeBrons with jeans. Like you're good. You're good.
No, I did that one time and I never lived it down.
No, me
Yeah.
either. I wore Kevin Durant's one time.
Oh,
Like
gosh.
no one
Shit.
else is wearing it.
Colorful
Like
last ones.
They were blue.
he's good. He's for all intents and purposes, he is the GOAT. Whether you think he's the greatest actual talent of all time or not, like he's certified.
What do you think of Tom Brady as a commentator? Do you think it'll be similar to that? Or are you more leaning towards he's going to be an asshole? I mean, Tom Brady's kind of an asshole while he does it, but he's at least...
He seems more like he has a sense of humor about things and doesn't take
Yeah.
shit as serious. Like
Yeah, and I think
Michael, you don't see people.
I've never
roasting
seen Michael Jordan laugh.
Or like,
and
they
that's
did
the
the
thing
roast of
is, like,
Tom Brady. He was cool about it. Like he got pissed off, but like Jordan would never do that.
It's hard to tell too, because as far as I know, Jordan really hasn't done media at all, and so it's kind of just like a.
like him
Space Jam.
I don't
switching to
know what to
baseball.
expect. Well, yeah, I mean the movie.
It's
I
very
guess,
similar
but,
to
like,
him just doing something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's just knocking out a side quest at 63 to build the
Sure.
empire. I don't know.
Yeah, it's strange, and I'm curious to see how it
The
goes.
NBA's
Like
in
I
a
said,
weird place right now, bro.
It's
It's gonna
rigged.
be.
That's for one.
It's gonna be nice to watch. I feel like
That's where
for a
you're
little
at?
bit.
The draft lottery is rigged. The draft lottery was today, and Dallas somehow, after just handing Luka Doncic to the Lakers, got the number one pick when they had a 1.8% chance to do it. And there's a history of this happening. Literally right before they went to announce the top four picks, they showed a clip of the 1985 draft, which is very controversial, as that the NBA possibly rigged that. It's just weird to me that the Spurs have gotten franchise-changing players the 3 times they've been kind of in the range to get the number one pick. Like the New Orleans Pelicans traded Anthony Davis to the Lakers, and the next year they got the number one pick.
He's researched this.
The New Orleans Hornets also traded Chris Paul to the Clippers in LA, and then the next year got the number one pick. Like there's a history of this happening where team trades franchise star to the Lakers and gets the number one pick. And it's just too fishy to not be a legit thing that the NBA is rigging the draft lottery, and there's no point for fans to believe in it anymore because it's a broken system and they're just going to rig it. So if you want to trade your superstar player to the Lakers, you can get the number one pick, but otherwise you're probably fucked.
Man, that was...
So there you go.
That was your Phillip rant.
That was thorough.
Yeah,
That was
2
a-
rants.
Love it.
All right. Thank you guys so much. This was a wild episode.
This was an
That
episode.
Yeah.
This was an episode of our show.
One of the episodes of all time. I
One
would
of them
say.
for sure. And the number was 43, right?
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week. Taste you later, taste buds. And I'm...
My brain is now spoiled.